Hi, this is Hi Bob Poor Bob, and we're about to play some Ultimate General Civil War.
Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing Jackson. We did a great job last time, and this is recorded after the fact. I just want to let you guys know I found out something very important that I did not know. I had to go back and I'm re-recording this to just say this right off the bat. Marksman training. I have only played 2 matches on this map with marksman training. Only 2. The first one was the one where I had 1,578 losses, and the second one is the one you're about to watch now, in which I might or might not have done even better. I tried it multiple times with the reload perk, both before the first one and at this one, and my units just don't have the punch they need. I can't get units to rout before they get shots off. But whenever I play with this, it just works so well. They fire slower, but all they need is one shot, and they rout pretty much every unit they come up against. They just do so much damage. So I've had great luck with these units. So I had to go back and re-record this just to tell you guys that. So it'll be the Siege of Jackson. And we will jump in here. And I will see you in the battle. All of this is pretty much going to be post-commentary. You guys have a good one. And I'll see you in a couple seconds. So here we go. I went ahead and sped up the whole thing by quite a bit since you've already seen, I think, one battle here. Even if you haven't, it's really not all that interesting. So we're going with, I think, a little bit different strategy than last time. But we're able to get very good results here. We just have to get everybody going to where they need to go. Most units are either going to the west or to the south. And we're using that same strategy that I have talked about before, where you don't want to be right on them as they come in. You want to be back from them. And the whole reason for that is because they won't overrun you quite so easily if you do that. Unless you have really good cover. Cover is kind of the deciding factor in a lot of things. Because if you have really good cover, then you can do things that you wouldn't normally be able to do. Because cover is kind of amazing a lot of the time. Cover lets you, hold them back whenever you should be in trouble. And of course, I'm going to use my general as somewhat bait at different points. I was able to figure out that I can have just one unit in the trees back there. I don't know exactly what my strategy was on the other one. But it really just doesn't matter. We do overlap and stuff like that to get more men into a smaller area down there. And we are going to cheat a little bit with the skirmishers there. To take some shots with Bragg there. That's on purpose. I didn't mean to take that one, I don't think, but a lot of them I mean to take. Keeps my other units from taking damage. And Lee, I didn't want to take a shot from, so this is perfect. You get Lee turning. And then Lawson. We got him to turn as well, and also he was stunned some there, and then Lee turns all the way around and gets hit from behind, which is exactly what we wanted. And now they are all flashing in the center there. We get our reinforcements. It's just 5 units of infantry. So pretty much all we've had so far is just a bunch of infantry. So basically, some of these I replayed this quite a bit, because for the most part, the biggest reason why I needed to replay it is actually just because they sometimes just all get together and just run through my lines, or this guy runs through my lines to the north, or just every time something weird happens. I set all those guys to run so they'll be able to react faster. At least that's the goal. And then all these guys just have to slowly whittle them down. And I know that guy's pretty much done there. And then we have that guy there. I know we aren't going to probably get them out. Okay, so there we go ahead and actually get that capture. A lot of the time I have a lot of trouble getting that guy to surrender or not, do something crazy. So at this point I feel really good about this. And I'm able to move off one unit to the rear, because sometimes their artillery will come down from that way, and it can be rather annoying. See, that guy turned too fast down there in the south. Man. Yeah, lawyer. I should not have moved my guy forward so far. He turned at the last second, and I didn't want him to. Sorry, I've been having a really hard time because I can't do any of my voiceovers because my nose has been running, and just overall been feeling really bad lately. So all these ones that I have several of these fights pretty much done, except for the fact that I can't do the voiceovers. So yeah, I tried to get that guy to get back into his unit and just could not do it. Sorry. I just really need to get this done. So I go ahead and decide to charge here. I've also found that charging with the guys on the outside and keeping the units on the ends seems to do good things a lot of the time. I don't exactly know why, but it seems like they are much less likely to try to route towards the center of the map than they are to try to route towards the... See, those are the artillery units that sometimes come down. So that worked out perfectly. Got to the right spot. They entered the clearing there. Got shot up. They don't want to route towards the center of the map. They want to route along the edges. So by having your units at the edges hold position, and then having other units charge from the outside, and maybe not even all of them, like hold one back, it keeps them from trying to go in any direction, because you still have a unit to the north of them, in this case down here, and then you still have a unit to either side as well, which then allows you more freedom. Now, this It doesn't always work out that way. I didn't move snow down far enough. I probably should have moved snow all the way to the edge of the map. But it's still working pretty well. It's not as bad as it could be. And now we're able to, since I have snow as far down as I do now, snow is able to keep them pretty well contained there without doing anything too crazy. Since we got double lines. And see, we got them down to like 213 and 200 and something. Like, that's pretty good for just a couple volleys there. So yeah, we charge with one guy, but not that guy, because we don't want... And then you got to get one over the top, too. See, I didn't get one over the top. And that was kind of my bad there. I should have already had that. Should have left one guy back. Like, that's the problem here, is that I don't always follow the instructions I'm saying now. It's some things that I've learned and other things. If I had left a guy over the top, one of those 4 units that charged should have been left back, and I could have charged with that other unit that I was trying to move over the top. And that could have worked probably a lot better. But as you can see, we're still doing a pretty good job of keeping up with them. I think we still have 2 units down to the south. Is that right? I think we still have 2 units down there, don't we? That we haven't taken care of yet. So then I know that's going to be perfect, because, I mean, you can see what we're doing there. We got guys coming down, got guys coming over. We should be able to capture them. Or shatter them, or whatever happens. Whatever happens, happens. It's looking pretty good. So here, I hate whenever their generals are mixed in with their supply wagon, because it is really hard to see, and that didn't make any sense. That guy should not have been able to make it out of there as much as they did. So there we're going to split off some skirmishers and try to keep them from coming in behind while we move our units to come in behind them. Yeah, it's so hard to kill off their general while still trying to play smart. So we're just kind of looking over everything, making sure that everything's getting into position now. Making sure that we don't shoot their supply wagon too much, because, I mean, we want it for ourselves. While still moving all our units up. We have plenty of time here. You don't have to worry about time hardly at all. I don't remember exactly how long it is. I can look at that real quick. Let me pull that up over here on the side. And we are fighting at the Siege of Jackson. So we have till like 13:30. And we're almost done at 8 o'clock. So we do have to have the flag back, I think, before time expires. But then you get more time after that to finish them up. So you have to get the flag back or you lose. Which, I mean, it makes sense. Like, you don't want to lose the flag and have it lost for good. So now we're just, most of our guys are going to start just running in circles and stuff. And I definitely did test it a couple different times in different places. It's definitely best to, later on, in some later videos, I have tested to make sure. Like I said, I'm behind on getting videos done. We did not want to have them fire at us. The guy that is not in cover. So, but we do want to keep those guys. I thought that the guys in the south would be the ones that I would keep alive. It ends up that that is not the case, because they just keep charging in from the south there. I was able to get them to not charge a couple different times to their death, but most of the time they just charge right in and die. Those other times I took way more casualties during the actual battles down here, so that wasn't really acceptable. And our kill death ratio this time was amazing. I can pull that up too and look at that and give you some hints, I guess. I don't want to actually give you the numbers until later, obviously, but oop. Yeah, my mouse is starting to act up. I don't know why. Siege of Jackson. Yeah, we did pretty good. We lost a few more men than I would have liked, and I think you could get this done with sub 1,000 before medicine if you did some things differently. Maybe even if you didn't use all infantry, or I think I used all infantry, yeah. If you use some other units and things, you could probably get it down even lower, but I wanted to get my infantry more experience. So I went with pretty much pure infantry here. See, now we start getting into where we see a ton of units in here that we weren't sure that there were that many units left in here. I always forget just how many units they have. It's a ton of units that they have at this battle that come from the north and northwest corner up there. It's a big group of units. 2 artillery and like 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. I think there's one that we couldn't see in there, or that we only saw for a second. Yep. So they have a ton of men. Oh, it's a skirmisher and 6 units. So that's 7, 8, 9. 9 units, then a general, and like either 1 or 2 supply wagons they get as well. So there's just no way to hold off that many units in such a small space up to the north. I was wanting that skirmisher to just run past, and it didn't, because I wanted to have a unit that I could like purposefully not capture here. I had one that went absolutely gorgeously. Maybe it's the other one that I posted, that all 6 of them surrendered at once. And I was just like, are you kidding me? And I don't mean like this, where those 2 surrender and then those 2 surrender. No, I mean like literally every single one of them just surrendered in an instant. And see, here I was going to back off, and then 2 more units start coming back, and then I'm like, well, this is not good. And then of course they route into melee with me. I'm just like, come on guys, like, why are you routing into melee? That doesn't make any sense at all. So we want to get one of them captured. It doesn't matter which one. And then we want the other one to be able to go somewhere else. And I don't know which one is going to be which. Still, I know that one of them gets away. We also had to move the supply wagon out of the corner, because that would be dangerous, obviously. We don't want them to... So we do still have this one down here that I had forgotten about. Okay, so we're back here for the end. Okay, so we're going to lead off with this guy, follow up with these guys. Hopefully he's in here. I'm pretty sure that he is. Hopefully this guy will take the hit. Whatever hit there needs to be. $1,300 men somewhere in here. Okay, it does look like... Yeah. See if we can get them to turn around. It did turn around, that's good. Now we just gotta fire at them with everybody. Get everybody in range and should be able to do a pretty good job of killing him pretty quick here. Okay. Not all that long left. Just have them all charge. I mean, with this many units, we should do good, right? And then, of course, we got this guy over here. Make sure and keep him in range. Tell him not to fire. And tell him to stop moving too. Yeah, might as well just charge with everybody. Tell everybody to start firing. If you get a chance, might as well. Yes, with 2 minutes left. 15:48. How close is it? How close is it? Is it close? How many was the other one? You guys are coming right off the other one, and I'm have to go back and look. 1573 was my final on the last one. Yes, we beat it. Boom. Not only did we beat it. Okay, well, I mean, I probably didn't beat the missing or anything like that, but yes. Took the full time. That's what I was meaning. Not only did we beat it, but we took the full time. Exactly what we wanted. Look at all these promotions instead. So much better. Supply, almost full on everything. Took some 1863s, some 61s, some Frank Wessons, Burnsides, Sharps. Only thing really good there is the 61s and 63s, which is fine. No big deal there. I think that's every single officer got a promotion. It looks like we might have done better this time. 227 is my highest loss this time, so spread out my losses a little bit better. So a few more men were up, a few more units were above 100, but none of them were over 300, which is nice. Let's see, what are the kills on all of their units? Highest kills is 181 there. And once again, those artillery units are getting away from me down in the south, I think. Or somewhere. This one got away from me. It just does not take much. Those artillery units really start racking up kills. There was a couple times in there that I thought this match was going to be a wipe, but we routed them to the north and we kept him there. He just sat there the entire time. That entire time. It was crazy. I got so lucky that he just stopped and was tired and decided he wanted to take a nap. I'm going to put all the info in and I'll be right back. Well, it went up a little bit higher this time. Went all the way up to 28.1. I think it was at 27 point something. So that is better. Only 1,238 losses. I mean, that is just after medicine, of course. That is really nice. I mean, the total number of men lost so far for me after medicine is only 56,491. I mean, we're getting awfully close to the point where there just isn't much you can do all that much better. 3,100 316,000 captures so far this run. Wow. Faced 1.17 million. I brought 1.22. It's not bad. I like that. I like that we've outnumbered them, even with things like Brandy Station, where we can't even bring our own army, and they outnumber us 2-1, and it's fine. It's just all AI battles just bug me a bit. 94% now, even better on that percentage. I mean, we kind of knew that since our kill to death ratio went up. It kind of had to be a little bit better. So I don't even need to compare this to theirs. Obviously, you guys either saw the last one, or you guys should hear it in my voice. I mean, I beat last time, and we had half as many losses as the best of them, pretty much. So even better. Now we need to go check and see, did we break? I mean, did we get a promotion on every single guy? I think that might have been all 20. I just kind of want to see an entire core, basically an entire core of all 2-star units. I mean, 2-star generals. That is, they all were Brigadier General, and now they are all 2 stars. That is great. We're definitely going to go into logistics here, I think. One second, let me... Ooh. So a 5% bump in armory there. I am just not that concerned. To be 100% honest, I think that that is fine. We will deal with it. How many points do we get for winning here? I don't know if it even says. I don't think it actually says. Does it not say anywhere how many points you get? How many career points you get for battle? Somewhere in here? I thought it did. I guess not. Well, I mean, obviously, looks like our army is in great shape going forward, because all of these guys just got even better. Great morale, great stamina. Got some good firearms out of several units. Some really good melee, even some good melee opportunities. And I might be taking some of these units to go mix in with some of these guys to have my second best troops going forward, because I think they're good enough. I think some of them had some crazy kill to death ratios. 77 to 2,000. That's before medicine. 84 to 1,200. Yeah, 15 to almost 1,000. And that's not even including captures. That's only counting the kills they got. So yeah, just absolutely mauled them there. You guys have a good one, and I'll definitely see you back in the next one. Bye. Well, I hope you guys have had as much fun as I've had. This has been a blast. I hope to see you back here for the next episode. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you later.